Welcome to April 2020, where things are not normal. And I think distractions are good for a lot of people. I know they're good for me. Thus was born the Red Cross Journal. There's a prompt for every day of the month of April. 10 are attached to the word red. 10 are attached to the word cross, and 10 are attached to a combination or a jumble of those. So every day there will be a video on my YouTube channel, 4x8 paper stuff, where I use one of those prompts. Come and enjoy and just use this as a distraction. It is not to make light of our global pandemic. It is to distract and make bad times a tad happier while I'm doing this. So enjoy. Thanks for watching, and I'll be here every day. Take care. Be safe, be kind, and be smart. All right. I promise I will not try to film outside ever again. It was a disaster. All right. So let's flip through here a little bit. Well, we really don't have Little Red Riding Hood. Cross My Heart, Lacrosse, which is where the journal took a turn and ended up with me being a chaperone for a lacrosse team from Ireland to India. London to Madras was our final flight, because that was found word stuff, and that's what I found. Here's my outfit for the plane, my sleeveless muumuu, and my packing list. Excuse me, my packing list in my high-end closet at home, and that prompt was for dress. This is Red Delicious, where I made an apple, and that was a snack on the plane, and I had a delicious apple in my purse. I dug around the treasures and found my apple for my snack. The sweet smell was floating to at least 7 rows away. Yum. This is the first thing we did. We didn't even unpack. We went on the Red and White Fleet, which is the prompt Red and White Fleet, which is a tie back in real life to my childhood, because I grew up in the San Francisco area, and this is a ferry system, a tour guide system / ferry system around the San Francisco Bay. Still there. And this one, I said, we took a tour of the bay before we even unpacked. The cool breeze was a welcome change from the hot humidity in the city. Seeing the city from afar was so great, away from the hustle of the crowds. And then here is my yesterday's that got a debacle filming, and it was called Crossroads. And we are staying at the Crossroads Palace. Here are pictures. And I wrote, driving up to the hotel was jaw-dropping. The architecture was the first thing that caught my eye, but the balconies drew me in. The central courtyard, the bright white, lush flowers, so regal. I felt like a princess taken back in time to a realm of yesteryear. After the traffic, constant horns, no organization to traffic lanes, cows on the road, people everywhere, 7 deep. New York City has nothing on these large cities. I can see across the bay from my room window, the cluster of boats, tiny floating villages, amazing. What lacrosse team? Because that's actually my obvious goal, is the lacrosse team. Here comes my breakfast delivery man. Thank you. Wow, his spreading of the cream cheese leaves a lot to be desired today, but normally it's very nice. A bagel with strawberry cream cheese. Okay. So today, I don't know why I did it this way, but I did, so I'm going to go with it. My, which this will be inside here. It's come loose a little bit. My prompt is cross section. The two crosses together, in hindsight, I wouldn't have put together, but I already did it, so it is what it is. And I'm not going to redo it because I don't do that. And so, cross section. I printed out some Madras fabric paper. And we are in Madras, which if I'm saying it wrong, I apologize. And I'm just going to do this page right here. The dog is barking because he's afraid he's not getting somebody's breakfast. He's frantic about begging, and we don't even give him any more people food, but he's still frantic. Okay, so what I'm going to do is a cross section of this. And now Madras has been renamed to something else, more traditional Indian, rather than the British. But speaking of British, ooh, Boris Johnson is on, out of ventilator, but he is getting help breathing. I talked with my sister yesterday out in California, and one of my mom's cousins, who lives in the town where my sister lives, is not a fan of Trump. Yes. And they call him Rump. A polite way of saying what he really is. He's a rump. So, all right, I think I'm going to... I might paint this. Ooh, let's paint this pink, since we just happen to have some pink paint right here. I got a call yesterday from the church. Can you make some masks? Because we are now been asked to wear masks everywhere in public if we have to go. They actually did not make a mandated close the state down. We're one of the 8 states that has been left open, mainly because our governor is still trying to suck up to Trump, Rump, and doesn't want to. He's still all about the politics and not the health or science. If you want something comical / scary, watch one of Rump's press conferences. He just tore up reporters yesterday. It was awful. Embarrassingly awful. So now, that needs to dry. I'm going to dry it, and I'll be right back. All right. I actually purposely heated the paper up so that it kind of made it kind of shrank. I like that. All right, so cross section. I better write that down before I forget. Let's see what we could write this in. Now yesterday, the only thing that worked on my video yesterday was the birds flying away in the water. That was the most bizarre thing. I've been here 28 years, never seen that. 27, because, no, 28. I dated my husband for 3 years before we got married. And we've been married for 25. And he's lived here for 30, and he's never seen it. I don't know what kind of birds they were. I'm thinking cormorants or something like that, because they had a long beak. They were blackish mostly. And they were not making any noises like the loons make that noise all the time, and they had upset the heron. There was 2 herons flying around them above. The osprey were freaking out and going in and out of their nests, which I think nest is the key word. Cross section. I think it was a spring thing, a mating thing. Okay, cross section. Now we got that taken care of. So now I have the pink down here. Now, because the town we're staying in is Madras, was Madras, renamed was Madras. And this is Madras fabric, which I absolutely love. Now it's very southern. Lots of southern outfits are made out of Madras fabric. Now, whether it's traditional, that's another story. But a lot of it looks like this plaid that they cut into squares and then redo it, which is not unlike quilting. which might be why I like it so much. Oh, I think I started to say we got a call from the church yesterday. Can you make masks? Because you have to wear a mask now in public. It's requested that you do. But I guess there's some people in the church, older people, that don't have access to them. And I don't have to do anything but sew. They have kits put together with instructions and patterns and everything. And my sister's office, which she works for a large winery in California, very large, global, and they are going to get paid part of their day to sew masks, those that can sew, for a couple days, which is kind of cool because they need them in their bottling area and other parts. So these are cross sections of fabric, and our lacrosse uniforms might be trimmed in Madras fabric because, hello, we are fashionable. Oh, I just covered up cross section. Okay. So today I will be sewing. I tried to film outside yesterday. It was gorgeous. But my setup, my good tripod is down at the beach, which I really don't use it that much, but because I have a shelf that I can balance everything on with. This iPhone is amazing. But I was trying to balance it on something else yesterday. Actually, a box that holds tea bags. And I had it the wrong direction, so it didn't open up the whole thing all the way. And it was too close, so you're like getting right here instead of this. Okay, that's all I'm going to do. Hold on, I need pink right here. Some of these pens are drying up, and some of them have one color left in them, and some will have other colors left in them. This seems to be the pink section. Okay. So, as simple as that is, I love it. Sometimes you don't have to reinvent the wheel. Now, tomorrow, cherry red. We'll see how I can work that in. I'm loving this. I might write out this story all the way and put it as an attachment at the end of the journal. I think it would be cool to have, like, everything I said every day in a story form. My dog has a very upset stomach. Madras. This might need to go in my Hobonichi. I do love Madras. And yesterday I planted my smoothie garden. A bunch of different lettuces and things. Kale and lettuce to put in my, I didn't put spinach, to put in my smoothie. Today's not a smoothie day to me. Today's a bagel day. I'll have a smoothie later on. A lot of times I've been having a smoothie for lunch. And I saw one of my art people at the Tractor Supply place, and they had baby chicks. That one picture that was orangey glowy-ish were baby chicks. I might try to put some more of that stuff down. Anyhow, I'm trying to write a little bit of the COVID facts, COVID-19, just a little bit in every day, because it is part of our life right now, globally. I didn't do very good on that day. This is the day where you just put stickers down. Or pretty things like this. And it makes it pretty. Boris Johnson, he's not on a ventilator, but he is getting help breathing, they said. That's kind of scary. My friend from California that was going to come to the beach for their spring break would have been here now. Alas, that didn't happen. Our granddaughter is mischievous, slightly. She inherited that completely. And yesterday, I don't know, her mom asked her, "Do you want to do so-and-so?" And she's like, "Oh, do you want to FaceTime so-and-so?" "No, I think I'm going to go outside and play with Buddy," which is their dog. A couple minutes later, a neighbor from up the street called the mom. Said, "Do you know where your daughter is?" She goes, "Yeah, she's in the backyard playing with the dog." She goes, "You might want to check on that. She's down the street with the neighbor girl." She had snuck out. I'm telling you. The apple didn't fall from the tree, far from the tree on that one. All right, let's see if we can make a found word here. Heron Lake. That's us. The great loves of my life. I like a good lake. Sandals. Drinkable water. Heron Lake. Great loves of my life. Sandals and drinking water. That's all you need. Anyhow. Oh, I was going to cut out my potting. My seed packet purchase, which really wasn't that day. It was this day. This is how I do my Hobonichi. Snippets from my life. Okay. Alrighty, that's it for today. Have a good day. Oh, I got paint on my journal. A little bit of pink and a little bit of blue. You should see my phone.